Hello and welcome to lesson number 4, final lesson in our warm-up exercise series. So with this particular one we're looking at chords, but we are picking single notes. We're looking at chord picking as opposed to strumming. So the previous one was chord strumming. The first two we were looking at fretting hand, hammer-ons and pull-offs, and also alternate picking in the second one. So you can check out those if you're interested as well. Now I'm in open E tuning for this particular lesson, so I'll just show you that. We've got low E, middle B and high E. But like I've been saying, because it's a power chord, you can play these exercises, you can learn all of these different examples in like standard GDG tuning or even DAD or anything else that you tune to, as long as it's relatively the same. Like the intervals, the distance between the notes are the same. Now there's a PDF download available which covers all 4 of these exercises, these lessons that we've been doing, and it's available on the website, so click the link below if you're interested. Much appreciated, helps support the channel. Also really good, you know, as a reference to accompany all of these. And I think that's probably about it, so let's just get straight on with exercise number 1. All right, so on to exercise 1. So like we were saying, this is, let's just sort out the focus. This is using flat pick, plectrum. So use your index finger and thumb. Should be poking out the side of your thumb like that. Now there is a beginner, there are a few beginner lessons on flat pick playing. So normal riff playing. There's Sunshiny Love, strumming, like we were saying in the previous one. There is 20th Century Boy, so T-Rex song, and for picking notes, individual notes from chords, there's Green Day, Time of Your Life or Good Riddance. So you can maybe check that one out. I'll put a link for that one. But if you feel like you know what you're doing, then we'll get straight into it. So what we're doing here is, instead of strumming chords, we're going for like single strings, like chord picking. So now there are different hand positions, I would say, that are often useful depending on what type of playing you're doing. So if we are playing scale-based riffs, like resting and getting your hand to move like that is particularly useful. If we are strumming chords, then a wrist rotation, like your elbow being twisted by your wrist, like we were doing in the previous exercise video, is useful. But here it might, I mean, you can try sort of resting up here, that's absolutely fine, but you might also find getting your pinky finger and finding some position on the guitar where it's like a little reference, because you're doing a lot of like vertical up and down moving when you're chord picking. You're often not playing the same string more than once, you're moving straight onto another string. So that was all just moving up and down and playing different strings. So my pickup here, this plastic casing, that's, for me personally, that's quite a good reference. So I might use that for this particular exercise. Okay, but let's get straight into it. So all we're doing here is we're just playing between D and G. Okay, that's all that's written on the tab, the PDF sheet. So the first one, that's D and G, that's in normal G tuning. It would be E and B if you were in E tuning the same as me here. So we're on this first chord anyway, so fret 4. And I better just show you this. So we've got the second chord is fret 2 and fret 2 with a middle open string. So if you watch the strumming lesson, then it's the same 2 chords. You can expand this out when you've learnt it, and you can include the minor, which is exactly what was from the strumming lesson. So that's fret 2, fret 4, open top string, and then so that'd be E minor if it's in G tuning, or C sharp minor if it's in this current E tuning, and then fret 5 and fret 2. So that would be C in the normal G tuning, or that's A in the normal in our current E tuning. All right, but all we're doing today is we're just switching between those two. You can expand it out. You can use any chords you want once you've got this down. So what we're going to do to start with is we're going to just basically play 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2. Okay, now with the second exercise lesson, we were looking a lot at alternate picking. So we were, you know, a down was followed by an up, followed by a down, and so on. But here, we can class this as like directional picking. So we're picking in the direction of the next string. So the next string is below, so I'll use another down. But then when I get to string 1, I'm going to use an up, because I'm coming straight back up again, and another up, and it sends me back to the top. Dead straightforward. So 2 downs followed by 2 ups. Down, down, up, up. So let's have a little look from this angle, and then we shall try and change chord. So down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. One more time. Down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up, back again, down, down. Still resting, like anchoring my pinky finger. Okay, so on to exercise number 2, pattern number 2. So the previous one was just 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. It was completely regular all the way through. This one is actually the same rhythm, the same strumming pattern as what we were doing in the previous strumming lesson video, exercise video that is. So here we're going. So that is strings 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Rhythmically, it's 1, 2, and 4, and. So it's that idea of not, if we were strumming it, as in the previous video, we're not strumming beat 3. 1, 2, and 4, and. And we're picking down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. Let's try from a different angle, and then we'll try and change chord. So 3, 4, down, down, up, up, down, up. Do that again, same chord. Okay, so let's try and change to the second chord as well. So 3, 4, and down, down, up, change, change, change. So when you speed it up, it sounds quite different, much more like what you get in like proper songs. So exercise number 3. This is back to a regular rhythm again, but this time we're mixing up the pattern a little bit, making it slightly different to what was in number 1, exercise 1. So this time we're playing strings 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1. Which would be down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Right, so repeat that chord. One more time. Let's try it with a change. 3, 4, and. Bit slower. One more time. Okay, and the final one. So this is still quite a regular rhythm that's not got a particularly offbeat sound, but it's got a 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and we're actually going to keep the alternate going. So we've got a single down, but then we're going to go down, up, down, up, down, up at the end. So we're actually, I know I said that normally you don't play a string more than once, but we're actually playing the middle string twice here. So if I go back to the chord, we're going down, middle string twice, down, up. Then because I've done down, up there, I'm going to keep the alternate going, and I'm going to play 3, 2, 1, but I'm going to go down, up, down, and then a final up. So apart from the long 1 beat note, it's then alternate all the way through. So it's down, down, up, down, up, down, and I'll try and go a bit slower. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. And we change. So let's try that with the chord change. Here we go. Down, up, down, up, down, up, change. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, up. Again, sounds quite different when you speed it up. Okay, so that's it. I hope that was useful, and please feel free to check out the first three exercises, the first three lessons in this series, which we're covering, as we said, hammer-ons, alternate picking and chord strumming. So in combination, they're covering quite a lot of different areas, different aspects of playing, just with like standard fretted notes and sort of flat pick playing. And you know, quite good for kind of getting you in the groove, as it were, before you start playing some proper songs and stuff. But that's it. So I look forward to seeing you here again soon on Coda Guitar.